This one's called Praying to Idols. Every once in a while I question whether or not there is a God, but I changed my mind. I thought I found him. He had dark hair, almost black, just like a god should. And he had those blue eyes, not just blue, almost white, so light they looked like glass, and you could almost see right through them. And could I see right through you if he gave me the chance? Whoa. I'd clasp my rosary necklace and pray to the right gods, and wouldn't they be you? And I'd let that necklace drape over my shoulders, around my neck, and I'd let that rosary fall right between my breasts, and you would forgive me that much more for my sins. How many Hail Marys would you have me say? I'd ask. I cannot believe I've seen you and that I've talked to you, and does anyone get to see their God like this? Does anyone remember? Why do you have to be my God? Why did I have to see you and talk to you and realize how young you are and realize how inexperienced you are? I mean, you're supposed to be the God. You're supposed to be teaching me. Is this what people think when their gods let them down? Or did you let me down? Or did I just not know what I was looking for? Is this what people think when they realize that they're only praying to idols? What then? That's the only reason why I put it here. And this was in my last show, and John was here, so he didn't get to hear it. So this is a longer piece. It's called Unless It Happens to You. You think for a moment about, I'm on the second page. Let me go to the beginning of it and figure out where there we go. Unless it happens to you, you don't think it matters, and you think the violence just rolls off you like water. After you commute home, you flop on the couch and grab the remote and turn on the TV. See the digital screen and note how different the static looks from your old cathode ray tube. Then flip to the news. MSNBC has a talking head relaying the injustices of a black man shot dead during a Ferguson protest after he pointed a gun at a police officer. Click. Turn to Fox News, and their talking head mentions another attack. A few Marines were killed defending an outpost on foreign soil. You think for a moment about the men you know who went to war, who fought for our country. You sigh. Click. Wait, there has to be something to relieve my spirits, some comedy maybe, something, but watching actors act like they're someone else is the last thing I need, when that is all of us do most every day already. So, turn on the laptop, scan the internet stories. They're still lamenting a dentist who paid a ton of money so that he could trophy shoot a lion and feel like a big man. And the thing is, people are in an uproar about this. This one lion's life is their crusade. People living in Africa kill animals for survival. Oh, but most of these protesters still like a burger at lunch, but forming flesh out of one lion, to them that's just too unjust. It's like they idolize this lion, like it's a drawing from The Lion King, and think that this killer is a noble beast. And I'm sorry, whether or not these protesters support war, I bet that none of them think, I bet all of them think more about this one lion than they ever would about the death of our Marines. I stare at my screen. I don't want to turn it off. Because I can't, because I think I can immerse myself in other people's problems and not think twice about them, because it doesn't affect you unless it happens to you. All that's stuck in your head is that traffic on the expressway that made your day late enough to say, oh, forget dinner, I'll just eat some leftovers and try to unwind in front of the boob tube. So you dejectedly give up and turn on the TV again, resort to network stations, and bounce between shows dedicated to Hollywood gossip. Entertainment Tonight highlights a movie star. You don't know if she was famous before she got her boob job, but this one woman found out that she has cancer. You think of the cancer that has raced through your family, picking out your loved ones like they were targets in a firing squad. And without remembering the female actor's name, you have to change the channel just to get away from this. Click. Oh, Now it's TMZ, and they found Jenny McCarthy. Yeah, the Playboy Bunny, the MTV girl, that one. The one that had a child with autism, and she deduced that the autism had to be the fault of vaccination. She's a woman that made it her crusade without any empirical evidence to convince squadrons of mothers to not vaccinate their kids. You know, there was actually a measles attack outbreak recently down at Disneyland. Measles in Disneyland. There was actually a measles outbreak. You heard me right. There was actually a measles outbreak in the United States. Oh, but TMG just went to commercial, so it's time to surf until I stumble on another webpage for another set of actresses who claim that Bill Cosby sexually assaulted them. They didn't even know that they were drugged, which relinquished their right to consent. New York Magazine even showed 35 of his alleged victims all sitting in chairs, in rows, on their cover. And it made me think of the women who came to me with their stories of being raped. Some were 16, their boyfriend was older and they didn't know what to do. Some were given too much to drink while their housemates were given more so that they wouldn't be awake to hear. All of them were scared and it wouldn't go away. And they didn't even have the physical bruises to justify their constant pain. And I just wanted to watch some mindless TV. Even if it was about horrors, I thought I could just tune it out. Because I've always thought that if it doesn't affect you, if it doesn't happen to you. But I clicked and I clicked until I made it relate to me. And then it made it happen to me. All their horrors are now my horrors. The protesting life now lost on the streets. The ones who were armed, killing for doing their job. The cancer, the disease, the rape. And the more I think about it, the more I think that we all go through this pain. We know someone who has had cancer. We know someone who was raped. And in a way, we've all been attacked. We've all seen death up close. And time heals all wounds, they say. So we've learned to just deal with it and tuck those horrendous memories deep inside us and live with that pain that somewhere deep inside always burns, even as we try to forget. We wear this like an old bathrobe, like an old pair of slippers, something comfortable. And all that trauma becomes a second skin, something we've had for so long that we forgot when it started, when it all first started. But good or bad, it's almost like we can't live without it now, and we don't know how to go back to life any other way. And we look at the TV and we blink blindly at the horrors and completely forget when horror stopped horrifying us. We wonder, and once again, we click.
Yeah. Because everyone else is